The first words she ever spoke to me were a blade disguised as a greeting. Folks like you always think you can just swoop in and upend everything, don't you? It was moving day, my truck still clogging the cul-de-sac, and there she stood, arms folded, lips pursed, her sundress a crisp flag of suburban authority. I should have seen it then. The venom she'd been brewing for years, the kind that festers in perfect lawns and behind spotless fences. But I was too busy unloading my life's work, a modern home I designed myself, a testament to decades as an architecto. Noticed the storm gathering in her eyes. I'm Marcus Thompson, a 52-year-old black man who clawed his way to partner at a top-tier architecture firm. My house, with its sleek glass walls and eco-friendly design, won awards. To Evelyn Harper, my next-door neighbor, it was a blight on her precious neighborhood. For 2 years, her resentment grew: petty complaints about my mailbox, snide remarks about my guests, and endless HOA disputes. It was a quiet war I tried to ignore, until one sweltering Saturday afternoon, when her prejudice erupted into a spectacle so unhinged, it would unravel her world and reshape ours. The trouble started small, like a crack in a foundation. Evelyn, a widow in her late 50s with a frosted bob and a permanent scowl, ruled our cul-de-sac like a queen. She worshipped the HOA covenant, quoting it like gospel, and saw my arrival as the start of the neighborhood's decline. My crime? Success. My angular house clashed with her cookie-cutter colonials. She filed complaints me solar panels might blind drivers. My native grasses could attract pests. The HOA, a group of weary retirees, dismissed them, but the battles wore me down. I'm private by nature. After long days designing museums and skyscrapers, I wanted my home to be a sanctuary. Evelyn took my quietness as secrecy, whispering to neighbors, "What's he hiding?" My Paola minimalist rectangle of cobalt water, built for laps and stargazing, obsessed her most. She'd watch it from her yard, her son Caleb, a smug 12-year-old, peering over my fence. Once, I waved. He glared and vanished. Her microaggressions were relentless. Noise complaints for quiet barbecues, notes about my grass being a hair too long. I installed cameras, sensing her campaign was building to something bigger. That Saturday, I was savoring a career-high contract for a Chicago museum when chaos descended. Car doors slammed, and a dozen kids in neon swim gear spilled onto my lawn, wielding pool floats and water guns. Evelyn marched up my driveway, Caleb at her side, towel draped like a cape. I opened my door as she raised her fist to knock. "We're here for the party," she declared, as if I'd invited them. "Caleb's birthday. Your pool's perfect." I blinked, stunned. "Evelyn, you didn't ask. You can't use my pool. Leave." Her smile faltered. "Oh, Marcus, don't be difficult. I meant to text, but I've been swamped. This'll help you fit in how you're a team player." The audacity hit like a slap. "This is my property. You're trespassing. Leave now." Caleb whined. "Mom, you promised." Evelyn's eyes narrowed, her mask of neighborly charm gone. "You can't do this. I've got kids here, parents gone. You're ruining his birthday." "That's your problem," I said, moving to shut the door. She jammed her foot in, then spotted my new shovel by the garage. In a flash, she grabbed it, stormed through my side gate, and stood by my pool, kids trailing like ducklings. I followed, heart pounding. "What are you doing?" I demanded. She brandished the shovel like a scepter, face twisted with rage. "This pool's too small. No shallow end. Too narrow for floats. But we'll fix it. Start digging there," she pointed, "and the boys'll help. Or are you just gonna ruin Caleb's day?" The world slowed. She was proposing we excavate my concrete pool, as if physics bent to her will. I saw her then not a nuisance, but a woman whose reality revolved around her entitlement. "Evelyn," I said, voice low, "put the shovel down. You have 10 seconds before I call the police." Her eyes gleamed, threatening me. She pulled out her phone. "I'm calling 911. They'll handle a violent man like you." Caleb chimed in. "He's scaring me, Mom." "I'm not yelling," I said, loud for my cameras. "I'm asking a trespasser to leave." She dialed, sobbing, to the operator. "He's violent, threatening me and kids with a shovel. He's screaming, out of control." It was a lie so bold, it stole my breath. She'd flipped reality, casting me as the villain. I didn't argue. I opened my security app, ensuring every camera, front porch, driveway, backyard recorded in 1080p. Let her lie. I had the truth. Sirens wailed. 2 officers arrived. Officer Daniels, young and tense, and Officer Bennett, older, world-weary. Evelyn dropped the shovel, ran to them, and wailed, "Thank God." He went crazy, threatened us. Daniels eyed me, hand on his gun. "Sir, hands up. Step back." I complied, but Bennett's gaze lingered on the shovel, the kids, my suit pants. He'd seen this act before. "Sir," he said, "your version?" I kept my voice steady. "I'm Marcus Thompson, homeowner. 20 minutes ago, she arrived uninvited with these kids for a party I didn't approve. I asked her to leave. She grabbed my shovel, demanded I expand my pool, and called 911 with a false story." Evelyn gasped. "Lies. He lured us here, then snapped." Bennett raised a hand. "You have cameras?" I smiled. 4, high def, with audio, uploaded to the cloud. "Happy to show you." Evelyn paled. Bennett followed me inside. On my monitor, the footage played. Her arrival, my refusal, her shovel stunt, her 911 calla damning lie. Bennett's jaw twitched. "False reports are serious," he muttered. Outside, he addressed Evelyn. "Video shows you trespassed, lied to 911, and misused emergency services. You're lucky he's not pressing charges. One more call about him, and you're cited." Evelyn nodded, stone-faced, and dragged Caleb home, leaving the shovel by my pool like a relic of her defeat. I'd won, but the violation lingered. This wasn't over. Monday, I called my lawyer, Laura Mitchell, a razor-sharp attorney. "She did what with a shovel?" Laura gasped, watching the footage. "I want accountability," I said. "A warning's not enough." Laura filed for a restraining order and a suit for harassment, defamation, and distress. But we dug deeper. Evelyn's obsession with the HOA led us to a bombshell. She was the anonymous head of the Architectural Review Committee, abusing her power to target me, and Othursa Hispanic family denied a red door, a gay couple hounded over a fence. Then I found her website, Elegant Events, an illegal party planning business. She'd planned to use my pool as a free venue to impress clients. Our plan was ruthless. Sue her, expose her at the HOA meeting, and report her business to the city and IRS. At the annual HOA meeting, the room buzzed with tension. Evelyn sat smugly, unaware she was at her own trial. I stood, projector ready, and revealed her as the ARC's secret tyrant. Slides showed her discriminatory rulings, her harassment of diverse residents. The shovel video silenced the room. Her business website was the final blow. Violated the covenant she preached. The crowd erupted. Evelyn spat. "You ruined everything," and fled. The HOA stripped her power, voted for transparency, and apologized to victims. Her reign was over. Someone recorded my presentation. By morning, Shovel Evelyn was viral, a 2-minute clip of her downfall racking up millions of views. Her name, address, and business were exposed. Trolls left toy shovels at her door. Her son faced school taunts. Most neighbors rallied around me, but a few saw her as a martyr, their glares a reminder of lingering prejudice. An anonymous letter, "You think you won, but we're watching," chilled me, but I pressed on. Laura's suit crushed Evelyn. Her lies unraveled in deposition. She admitted her envy. He had everything. It wasn't fair. We settled. She'd apologize publicly, pay our fees, and sell her house. City fines and an IRS audit buried her financially. 6 months later, her house sold cheap, and she vanished with Caleb. The neighborhood healed. The Hispanic family painted their door red. The gay couple built their fence. A year later, I hosted a pool party. Kids splashed, neighbors laughed. My pool a symbol of unity. The real victory wasn't Evelyn's fall, it was this peace, this community reborn. Evelyn was right that first day. I changed things. I exposed her poison and built something better. Diving into my pool, I knew it was worth the fight. What do you think? Was Marcus's response to Evelyn's violence and injustice too harsh, or did she deserve every consequence? Share your stance in the comments. Let's debate how we confront prejudice and entitlement in our lives. Your voice matters.